The host group at the great family park called Dollywood. You see them all across the world on gospel music television. They are the host group for the Southern Gospel Music Hall of Fame and Museum. They have a great song coming out, I Passed Over into Canaan Land. They are Sunlight recording artists, but ladies and gentlemen, they are really men from God. Would you make them welcome? The Kingdom Heirs from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Jesus, the Holy One, God's only begotten Son, worship Him and let His praises ring. Well, He raised the crippled man, made him to walk again. Voice says what's silent now can sing. When He says peace be still, winds must obey His will. He speaks and blinded eyes can see. But greater than all of these is the sinner down on his knees. Salvation is the miracle to me. Salvation is the miracle to me. All heaven cheers when one lost sinner's been set free. He came to die that we might live, and the life He gives we live abundantly. I know He fed the crowd with just 5 loaves of bread, walked upon the sea and even raised the dead. But of all the signs and wonders this world ever sees, salvation is the miracle to me.
Folks, how about that piano picking? Jeff's dice.
Salvation is a miracle to me. Oh, heaven's here when one lost sinner is set free. He came to die that we might live, and the life we live abundantly. Oh, I know He fed the crowd with just 5 loaves of bread. On the sea and raise the dead. Signs and wonders this world never seen. Salvation is a miracle to me. Signs and wonders this world never seen. Salvation is a miracle to me. Over the rainbow, over the blue, far past the stars and the sun and the moon, there's a city of light waiting to welcome me home. Nothing but beauty and happiness there. There's nothing on earth that could ever compare to that city of light waiting to welcome me home.
There's a mansion I know, and it's waiting for me. Jesus prepared it, so I know it will be
a beautiful home, a home of my own for eternity. The pleasures of life are fleeting at best. They can't hold a candle to the haven of rest in that city of light, waiting to welcome me home. I'm waiting to hear that trumpet someday when Jesus returns
Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I know you've already been welcomed many times, but we just want to take this opportunity to say thank you all so much for coming to the National Quartet Convention. Clap your hands if you're seeing the Kingdom Heirs for your very first time. Most of you are sitting in the balcony. We don't doubt a whole lot. We spend the biggest part of our time in one spot, and as Jerry said, that's Dollywood, the theme park back home in East Tennessee. We sing there 5 days a week, 3 and 4 times a day, 9 months out of the year. We only travel about 10 or 11 weeks out of the year, and we're blessed. We're blessed to be here tonight. I told the folks last night, there isn't a day goes by that I don't thank God that Dolly Parton's rich. That she has her own theme park, and we can sing there that she loves Southern gospel music. And I know you folks love Southern gospel music. You do better than that.
When we get in an animal's way.
That's a early morning Methodist applause. But we just want you to have a great week, and y'all want to hear some good tenor singing. The young man singing our tenor. I want you to put your hands together and make him welcome from Goldsboro, North Carolina, our tenor, David Sutton, right there. Come on.
Have you read all my creation in the Genesis account? God made the sun and the moon and the planets all about. He made the ocean and the rivers, raised the mountains on the land. He made a man from the dust, made a woman from the man. If you got a science book and it tells you something else, forget about the author, put the book back on the shelf. God made it, all the land and all the sea. God made it, every flower, every tree He created. Everything the way He said, man, it's not evolving upward, but it's going down instead. God made it, forget about the Big Bang. God made it, and all the morning stars sing. There's some who don't believe it, though as plain as it can be. God made it, God said it, and it's good enough for me.
All right, not everybody's clapping. Come on.
You know the Bible starts at Genesis and goes to Revelation. Every jot and every tittle is divine inspiration. Jesus died on the cross just to pay for all our sins. Oh, but He rose from the dead and He's coming back again. If you got a newer version and it tells you something else, go back and get the old one, put the new one on the shelf. God wrote it, every word and every line. God wrote it, and it stood the test of time. It is perfect, rest assured that it's complete. It's my sword, it's my shield, it's my lamp unto my feet. God wrote it, every prophecy is true. God wrote it, and there's just one thing to do. You might as well believe it, for as plain as it can be. God wrote it, God said it, and it's good enough for me. God wrote it, every word and every line. God wrote it,
And it stood the test of time.
it is perfect, rest assured that it's complete. It's my sword, it's my shield, it's my lamp unto my feet. God wrote it, every prophecy is true. God wrote it, oh, and there's just one thing to do. You might as well believe it, for as plain as it can be. God wrote it, God said it, and it's good enough for me. God wrote it, God said it, and it's good enough for me.
Oh, yeah. Did you enjoy that? All right, come on. If you didn't clap on that one, y'all make some noise. Come on.
He lifted me.
He lifted me out of the lowly depths of sin. He lifted me.
He lifted me.
Where sand, gave new life that never ends. I'm so glad that Jesus came and lived at me. Fighting alone in the battle, struggling through each day, searching for means of survival, but none was on the way. Then the merciful hand of Jesus came beckoning from above. The moment that I trusted Him, He filled me with His love.
He lifted me,
out of the lonely depths of sin. He lifted me with a love that knows no end. He took my hand, pulled me out of the sinking sand. He gave new life that never ends. I'm so glad that Jesus came and lifted me. Looking back over the wonders I've seen along the way, well, I've been touched by His power. I've been blessed in many ways, but nothing will ever compare to the blessing I received. That day my name was added to the list of the redeemed. He lifted me out of the lonely depths of sin. He lifted me with a love that knows no end. He took my hand and pulled me out of the sinking sand. He gave new life that never ends. I'm so glad that Jesus came and lived at me. He lifted me out of the lonely depths of sin. He lifted me with a love that knows no end. He took my hand, pulled me out of the sinking sand, gave new life that never ends. I'm so glad that Jesus came and lifted me.
You like that song? I can't hear ya.
Looking back over the wonders I've seen along the way, I've been touched by His power and I've been blessed in many ways, but nothing will ever compare to the blessing I received. That day my name was added to the list of the redeemed. He lifted me out of the lonely depths of sin. He lifted me with a love that knows no end. He took my hand, pulled me out of the sinking sand. He gave new life that never ends. I'm so glad that Jesus came and lifted me. He lifted me out of the lonely depths of sin. He lifted me with a love that knows no end. He took my hand, pulled me out of the sinking sand. He gave new life that never ends. I'm so glad that Jesus came and lifted me.
Thank y'all. Oh, that's a great quartet song. Let me introduce you to the writer of it. Rodney, stand up. Rodney Griffin, folks, wrote that song right there. We got time to do one more song for you, and I wasn't going to do this song again tonight, but I had so many requests for it. This song features our bass singer, Eric Bennett, has been with our group for 7 years. That's all of you that's going to holler. No, going on 9 years he's been with our group. There's been so many wonderful people that have influenced my life. Jerry Goff is one of them, and I've told him this many times. And I remember 15 years ago when we first got started out, we left Dollywood that first summer, and for the next 6 months we had one date. And I called him, and he helped us out. He's been a true friend, and I really appreciate this, man. I've loved him. There's been so many of them. Glenn Payne. You give Jerry a nice round of applause. He knows all of it. As a matter of fact, he's going to be with us the whole month as our special guest down at Dollywood for the October Festival. But there's been so many. Glenn Payne has been a big help to us, and one of my all-time favorite singers in gospel music was Rex Nealon. I love this man with all my heart. And Rex was singing a song with the Lefevres called I Love to Call, and I'd never heard anybody else sing this song. Rex had one of those unique voices. This young man sings bass for us, great singer, and I want you to put your hands together and make him welcome. We dedicated this song on our new album to Rex Nealon, and I hope you enjoy it. It goes like this.
I love to call.
I love to call on Jesus' name because he's been so good to me.
Oh, he said he would.
He said he would take care of me.
I know the man.
I know that he has set me free.
Yeah, that is why.
And that is why I love to call his name.
Oh, yeah.
I know it won't be in vain.
And that's why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why
I love to call. I love to call.
I love to call on Jesus' name because he's been so good to me.
He said he would.
He said he would take care of me.
I know the man.
I know that he has set me free.
Yeah, that is why.
That is why I love to call his name.
Oh, yeah.
I know it won't be in vain.
That's why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why
I love to call his name. We know the Lord, it moves in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform. You know it plants his footsteps upon the sea, and it rides on every storm. Well, it speaks to my needs when my valley is rough. Oh, I've got Jesus, and that's enough. That's why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why
I love to call his name.
I love to call on Jesus' name because he's been so good to me.
He said he would.
He said he would take care of me.
I know the man.
I know that he has set me free.
Yeah, that is why.
And that is why I love to call his name.
Yeah.
I know it won't be in vain.
That's why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why I love to call his name.
Lifting my way down. My soul, my battle shield. He's been my rock down. My rock in a weary land. Yes, he's been my shepherd. Shepherd in times of storm. I love to walk, talk, sing, and shout.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why
I love to call his name. To call.
I love to call on Jesus' name because he's been so good to me.
He said he would.
He said he would take care of me.
Yeah, I know the man.
I know that he has set me free.
Yeah, that is why.
And that is why I love to call his name.
Yeah.
I know it won't be in vain.
That's why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why I love to call his name.
My way down. My soul and my battle shield. He's been all now. My rock in a weary land.
That's why I love
I
to
said
call
he's
his
been
name.
my way
That's
down.
why I love
My
to
soul
call his
and
name.
my battle
That's
shield.
why I love to call his
He's
name.
been all
That's why I
now.
love to
My
call
rock
his
in a
name.
weary land.
That's why I love to
Yes,
call
he's
his
been my
name.
shepherd.
That's why I love to call his name. That's why I love to call his name. That's why. That's why. That's why I love to call his name.
That's why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why.
That is why.
That's why I love to call his name. Oh, yes, that is why I love to call his name.
How about them Kingdom Heirs? Do you love them at the National Quartet Convention? How about that? Isn't that terrific? Kingdom Heirs. Wow, what a program, fellas. What a program. Man, I'm looking forward to spending October with them right in the middle of their program. I'm going to be blowing the horn and singing with them. Lord, I hope they take it easy on this old man. I'll tell you. Man, isn't that good?